Canceled for most central Illinois schools today, but not Peoria District 150. Tonight, we're asking why.
Something as simple as getting around town can seem impossible with all the snow. We'll show you how the weather has almost everyone scrambling.
And hang on to your handbags. Police say thieves are after them. Find out what to watch for coming up.
Taking action for you. This is WMBD 31 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Bob Larson.
And I'm Meg Marshall. Central Illinois is under a blanket of snow.
City crews have been working all day to treat and plow the roads. Peoria crews are finishing with the main thoroughfares and are now moving to the side streets. Trucks will go back to primary streets overnight.
We begin our team coverage of this winter storm with Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey in our 3D Live Weather Center. Marcus, it sounds like blowing snow could be a big problem tonight and tomorrow.
That's exactly right, Bob and Meg. That's what we were really concerned with, the bulk of the accumulating snow now out of here, even though it is snowing if you've been outside here in Peoria. Maybe some light accumulations through the overnight and into tomorrow morning, but less than an inch. So we're not talking about anything really significant. We're seeing on X-Vision right now just some of those snow showers, light at times, continuing across central Illinois. We're talking about winter storm warnings across the area only in our northern counties, and you can see those shaded in the pink, and that does include LaSalle County up to Bureau County, Henry County, Warren County, and also McDonough County. The rest of us under winter weather advisories. Those continue until 6 a.m. and again, the main threat going to be those gusty winds. North and south roads are going to be really hit hard, especially with the westerly breezes kicking up to around 15 to 25 miles per hour. Also chilly will drop down to a low of 7 with highs tomorrow only around 12. So we'll be done with the winds tomorrow afternoon, but bitter cold temperatures will stick around as we head into the weekend. Well, team coverage continues. WMBD's Angelica Alvarez and Twin Cities Bureau Chief Jacob Long are standing by with more. Angelica, many area schools cancel class, but not all of them.
Nope, that's right, Marcus, not all of them. The heavy snow did cause many schools to close today, but not District 150. Students and teachers grudgingly made it to class today. Several schools did report increased absences, and District 150 representatives say they spent the day fielding phone calls from parents. The district does not have a set policy about when to close school and say it is decided on a case-by-case basis. And in this case, the district's transportation director hit the bus routes at 3 this morning, after which he made the recommendation to the superintendent to keep school open. While some may question the district's decision, district personnel say living in the city limits makes a big difference.
In the city, we're very fortunate that we have a large number of city partners who are out there salting the roads, clearing the roads for our buses. And so our decision is a little bit different simply because we're a city district versus some of the rural districts that make a different decision than we do.
Shangraw says parents always have the right to keep their child home. Right now, we don't have any reports of bus drivers having any major difficulties with road conditions. And while things were calm enough for students to head to school in Peoria this morning, conditions are a little different in Bloomington. For more on that, we'll turn it over for a live report from our Twin Cities Bureau Chief, Jacob Long.
Angelica, drivers here in Bloomington are facing some dangerous conditions tonight as the winds pick up. You see all of the snow that's been plowed off of the streets is starting to blow back into the streets, and it's creating a lot of headaches on a day that's already been crazy for getting around. Planes, trains, and automobiles. It doesn't matter how you're traveling in central Illinois, this weather is creating rocky road bumps.
It hasn't been easy, and we don't expect it to get a lot easier soon.
Streets in the Twin Cities have been plowed almost a dozen times. Still, traffic moves slowly, or not at all. The roads will be salted, but officials would rather you stay off them.
If you don't have to go out, don't go out.
At the Central Illinois Regional Airport, crews scrambled to keep the 2 runways clear, but no one will be taking off. All evening flights are canceled.
Our crews focus very specifically on what needs to be worked on and what needs to be open. Sometimes when things get congested and things get backed up, there's going to be cancellations even prior to knowing whether or not the runway conditions are good or not.
Amtrak and Normal is full steam ahead with no major delays yet, but that could soon change as the wind whips and more snow buries the roads, rails, and runways overnight.
overnight, as we continue to get some more, we have to be keeping our major roads clear.
Now, as crews work into the night, obviously visibility going to become an issue with blowing snow and high winds. So everyone is just urged to take it easy regardless of how you're getting from point A to point B. We're live in Bloomington. I'm Jacob Long. Bob, back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot. In other news tonight, 3 victims are dead and 5 others are wounded as a gunman opens fire in a St. Louis power plant today. It all happened about 6:30 this morning. Police believe the alleged gunman worked at the plant. During the attack, workers hid in boiler rooms and closets, even escaped onto the rooftop waiting to be rescued. SWAT teams surrounded the building and the entire area was placed on lockdown. Local reports say about 4 hours after the crisis began, the gunman was found inside and had shot and killed himself.
Peoria police are warning shoppers about a rise in purse and wallet thefts. In several cases, credit cards have been stolen at high-traffic restaurants and retail stores. Police say the thieves are preying on consumers who leave their purse or wallet unattended in buffet-style restaurants and in shopping carts. Authorities say patrons should keep an eye on their belongings and pay close attention to their surroundings.
To only take what you need into a large retail store like that or into a place where you go into. Unless you absolutely need your entire purse, don't take it. Just take what you're going to need.
Anyone with information regarding these crimes is urged to contact Peoria Police or Crime Stoppers at 673-9000.
An influx of patients is keeping some local doctors very busy. In fact, one doctor at a Proctor First Care in Peoria says the clinic has been dealing with a mixed bag of ailments. He says before the new year, people were trying to get good use of their flex spending accounts, while others were simply ignoring symptoms during holiday festivities.
The viruses are on the loose, you know, the colds and the viral gastroenteritis and the occasional bacterial thing, they're showing up a lot too. So January tends to be a busy time of year.
And doctors say the flu season, that is, tends to be up in January and February. And they also want to note that the H1N1 vaccinations are available at all Proctor First Care locations. The clinic is also expecting to treat sore backs and slips and falls from all of the icy and snowy winter weather.
A local hospital is celebrating a new chapter in this new year. At a ceremony today, Broman Regional Medical Center announced its merger with Chicago-based Advocate Healthcare. The hospital is now known as Advocate Broman Medical Center. Administration from both facilities says patients should see very little change. Most of the merger's effects will be felt internally as personnel are trained to learn new job functions in the coming months.
We're in a fortunate position, I think, collectively, both with Advocate and with Advocate Broman, that we've got very stable operating systems that we're working with that don't have to be changed immediately.
Advocate Broman is set to break ground in March on a new 79,000 square foot facility. The hospital's Eureka location is also set to receive new additions.
IDOT is setting aside about $15 million to extend Peoria's Orange Prairie Road to Alta Road. That money comes from the Illinois Capital Construction Bill. The city of Peoria will oversee the project, using the money to study the expansion, make plans, and construct the new road. The city says businesses in the area are eager to see the project completed. Construction could be finished in 4 years. The Peoria City Council will vote on that project next Tuesday.
Peoria will soon have a new deputy treasurer. Darlene Coates will be sworn in tomorrow morning. Coates has been with the city for 13 years, most recently as assistant city treasurer. The deputy treasurer's position has been vacant since April. The heavy snow has moved through central Illinois, but gusty winds could lead to blowing snow tonight. Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey has your full forecast after the break.
And if you've ever wanted to own a piece of a professional sports team, well, now's your chance. Find out how to get your hands on a hockey team coming up.
Ready to unthink